Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
In this lecture, we will study about measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. Basically, we are going to study about three measures: mean, median, and mode. If I give you broad definition of these, mean is just the average of data. Average of data. What do I mean by that? You add all the data. For example, we have got 3, 5, 7, 9, 9, 8, 4. These set of data, right? So we have got 3, 5, 7, 9, 9, 8, 4, right? These numbers. If I want to find their average, what I'll do is I'll add these numbers: 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8 plus 4, and then divide it by number of these numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll divide it by 7, and this will give me the average or mean of this data. Another way of thinking about it is, for example, in this case 9 is getting repeated here. So rather than taking 9 plus 9, I could have taken 9 into 2 here, because 9 is getting repeated 2 times. So if I can say that the number 9 has got a frequency of 2, right? So number 9 has got a frequency of 2. I can represent it by 9 plus 9 or 9 into 2. For example, let us say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, if I ask you what is the frequency of 5, you will say 2. What is the frequency of 4? It is 3. So if I have to take the mean of this data, what I can do is I can add all the numbers independently. And then divide it by total number of observations. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 11. So this will give me my mean. Another way of looking at it is that I can, rather than writing 4 plus 4 plus 4, I can divide it, I can multiply 4 by its frequency, 4 into 3, 5 into 2, because 5 is getting repeated 2 times. Rest of the numbers are repeating 1 time, so their frequency is 1. So 1 into 1, 2 into 1, right? 3 into 1, 6 into 1, 7 into 1, 8 into 1. Now if I add these, it will give me this numerator, and I have to divide it by the sum of these frequencies, which will be 11, right? Which will give you the number of observations. So it is 1 plus 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So this is the way to calculate mean. This is the broad way to calculate mean. I'll go in details. Median is just the middle number of the data. Now if I give you a data which has got odd number of observations, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? When you have got odd number of observations, you can find one middle point. How? By writing the data in ascending or descending order. For example, in this case I have written the data in ascending order. Now if I want to find the middle point, I'll go like this. So this is the middle point, right? But if I have got even number of observations, okay, now if I want to find the middle point or midpoint of this data, so I have written it in ascending order. Now see, when I approach the middle number, I get two numbers in the middle of this data, because the total number of observations were even. To find median in such cases, what I'll do is I'll take average of these numbers. So 3 plus 4 by 2 will be the median of this data, that is 3.5. okay, which we will do in details just now. So first of all, let's discuss mode before going to details. Mode is the data or the number that appears maximum number of times. The number that appears maximum number of times means the number having maximum frequency maximum frequency. For example, if this set of data was given to you and you were asked to find mode of this data, you would have simply said that 4 is appearing maximum number of times, or the frequency of 4 is 3, which is the maximum. So the mode is 4, the number having maximum frequency. So this is about mean, median and mode. Now we will go into details of these while solving these questions. Okay, so first of all, let us generalize these mean, median and mode. First of all, mean. Let us say the data is represented by xi. What I mean by xi? I mean x1, x2, x3, x4 and let us go up to xn. So there are n number of observations. If you want to find their mean, I'll represent it by x bar. Okay, what I'll do is I'll add these x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus up to xn and divide it by number of observations, right? So these numbers were appearing one time each. Okay, now if let us say x1 appears f1 times, x2 appears f2 times, or in general xi appears fi times. Okay, let us say, as I took the previous example, how will I calculate the sum of these numbers now? One way was to add these numbers directly. The second way was to find their product fi into xi and add these and then divide it by sigma of fi. Total frequency. Total of the frequencies will give you number of observations. So this will give you x bar. Okay. What I mean here is, let us say x1 appears 2 times. So you will say 2x1 is the sum. x2 appears 3 times. So you will say 3x2 I'll take in the sum. Similarly, x1 appears f1 times. So the sum will be f1 x1. For this the sum will be f2 x2 and you add these. So this will give you sigma fi xi, which is the sum of observations, and sigma fi is the number of observations. So this is the formula for calculating mean of a data. Second, let us go for median. Okay, what was the median? Let us say x1, x2, x3. These are number of observations up to xn. If let us say n is odd, for example, let me help you visualize this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here n is 5, which is odd, right? What was the middle observation? It was 3. How you can arrive at that? You can just add 1 in this 5 and divide by 2. So you'll get 3. So if the number of observations is odd, the median will be n plus 1 by 2th term. So this is 5 plus 1 by 2, third term, which is 3 in this case, right? If n is even, let us take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, here we have got two middle observations which are 6 by 2th observation, that is third observation, and 6 by 2 plus 1 observation, which is 4, right? This is 3 plus 1, 4. So third and fourth observation, third, fourth. Now we will take their average. Okay, so if n is even, then the median will be average of n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation by 2. Okay, so this will be the median here. Okay, so this will be the median. For mode, obviously we will write the data and then we will look for the number having maximum frequency, right? In the median, it is important that you write the data in ascending or descending form. In ascending or descending form first. Otherwise, you will reach at the wrong number, right? Because if I would have written it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would have written it 3, 4, 1, 2 and 5, then the third observation would have become 1, right? But if you write this data in ascending order or descending order, third observation is 3, which is the correct median. Okay, I hope you have got the idea.